Welcome to the Dawn of Intelligence, the very first episode of our journey into the world of artificial intelligence. I'm Dr. Sterling, your guide as we embark on a fascinating exploration of AI, what it is, where it came from, how it's changing our lives, and, more importantly, where it's taking us. Now, we've all heard the term AI tossed around in conversations. It's a buzzword in technology, media, even our daily routines. But have you ever stopped to think about what it truly means? What is this intelligence we've created? How does it work? And why has it become so central to everything we do? Today, we'll explore the origins of AI, its evolution, and the profound impact it's having on the world around us. We'll also delve into some of the big questions that maybe we don't have all the answers to yet, but questions we need to be asking as AI continues to evolve. Let's begin at the very beginning. When did artificial intelligence start? Many people think of AI as something very new, something born in the age of computers. And while it's true that AI as we know it today relies on computing power, the idea of machines that can think, or at least simulate thinking, goes back centuries. Do you know that the concept of artificial beings with intelligence appeared in ancient myths? In Greek mythology, for instance, there's the story of Talos, a giant bronze robot who protected the island of Crete. And in Jewish folklore, we have the story of the golem, a clay figure brought to life to serve its creator. It's fascinating, isn't it, how the idea of creating intelligence has always captivated human imagination. Even thousands of years ago, people were dreaming of machines, beings, that could think and act on their own. Fast forward to the 20th century, and the dream began to take shape in reality. In 1950, a man named Alan Turing posed a profound question: can machines think? This question led to the development of the Turing test, a way to measure whether a machine could convincingly mimic human intelligence. Now, this was a groundbreaking idea. But at the time, most people thought it was impossible for machines to think in the way humans do. After all, isn't intelligence something uniquely human? Something tied to our biology, our brains, our emotions. Here's the thing, though, AI doesn't think like us. And that's okay. AI doesn't need to mimic human thought in order to be incredibly powerful. In fact, in many cases, it's better that AI doesn't think like we do. Pause for a moment and consider this. What does it mean to be intelligent? Is it the ability to reason? To learn from experience? To solve problems? AI does all of these things, but it does them in ways that are very different from us. Let's dive deeper into what AI really is. At its core, artificial intelligence is about creating systems that can perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence. These tasks might be anything from recognizing a face in a photograph to translating languages, from driving a car to diagnosing diseases. The key here is that AI isn't just one thing. There are different types of AI, each with its own capabilities and limitations. For example, there's what we call a narrow AI. This is the type of AI we're most familiar with today. It's designed to perform a specific task, like recognizing speech or playing chess, and it can do that task extremely well. But outside of that one task, it's not intelligent in the way we are. Then there's the concept of general AI, which is where things start to get really interesting and a little bit scary. General AI would have the ability to understand, learn, and apply its intelligence across a wide range of tasks, much like a human being can. It doesn't exist yet, but researchers are working on it. And when, or if, we achieve general AI, it will fundamentally change everything. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's go back to narrow AI, because even narrow AI is changing our world in ways we couldn't have imagined just a few decades ago. Think about your smartphone. How many of you have asked Siri or Google a question today? Whether it's setting a reminder or searching for information, you've interacted with AI without even realizing it. Self-driving cars? That's AI. Medical diagnostics that can detect diseases faster than a doctor ever could. Also AI. But it doesn't stop there. AI is behind the scenes in more places than you think. It's predicting what you'll watch next on Netflix, it's curating your social media feeds, it's even making financial decisions in the stock market. The reach of AI is vast, and it's growing every day. Let's pause for a moment and think about that. AI is everywhere. It's woven into the fabric of our daily lives. But how did we get here? How did AI move from a theoretical concept to something that touches nearly every aspect of modern life? It all comes down to one word: data. We live in a world that generates an unimaginable amount of data every second. Every click you make online, every search, every like on social media, that's data. And AI feeds on data. The more data you give it, the smarter it becomes. This is where machine learning comes into play. Machine learning is a type of AI that allows systems to learn and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. It's kind of like how we learn, by making mistakes and adjusting our behavior over time. Think of it like this: you show an AI 1,000 pictures of cats, and over time, it learns what a cat looks like. The more pictures it sees, the better it gets at recognizing a cat in a photo it's never seen before. But here's the thing: AI doesn't just learn what a cat looks like. It can learn patterns in data that are far more complex. It can learn to recognize subtle signs of disease in medical scans. It can predict what you might want to buy based on your shopping habits. It can even learn to write poetry or compose music. This brings us to a crucial point: AI is not just a tool. It's a tool that can learn. And that changes everything. But as we've seen with every technological revolution, there are always two sides to the coin. Yes, AI has incredible potential to solve problems and make our lives better. But there are also real risks. One of the biggest concerns is that AI is advancing faster than our ability to understand and control it. We've already seen examples of AI systems behaving in ways their creators didn't anticipate. And as these systems become more complex, the risk of unintended consequences increases. What happens when an AI system makes a decision that affects millions of people, and we don't fully understand how or why it made that decision? This leads us to some big ethical questions. How do we ensure that AI is used for good? How do we prevent it from being used to harm people? And how do we deal with the fact that AI could one day surpass human intelligence in ways we can't even imagine? These are the questions we'll be exploring in this series. Because AI isn't just a tool, it's a force. And like any force, it can be used to build or to destroy. As we wrap up this first episode, I want you to think about the role AI is already playing in your life. How often do you interact with AI? Do you think about the fact that an algorithm is deciding what news you see, what products you buy, and even what jobs you might apply for? Next time, we'll dive even deeper into the mechanics of AI, exploring how it works and the different forms it takes, from machine learning to neural networks and beyond. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'm Dr. Sterling, and this has been the Dawn of Intelligence. Until next time, stay curious and keep questioning.